On the previous video, we explained sniffing and tried to make it detailed as much as I can. And we started the sniffing attack, and also we saw sniffing in traffic analyzing, how to use sniffing. And we started a man-in-the-middle attack from a sniffing attack. And this is how the attack looked like. We're going to repeat the attack one more time and finishing till the end. So the victim is connected through the internet, and we are going to manipulate the switch. So the traffic, instead of going through the router and the internet, it will be going through us. We started from the previous video, but I'm going to repeat the step one more time just to remind you. And as we mentioned, we're going to have two different virtual machine open, the hacker machine and the victim machine. And on the hacker machine, we're going to start can enable. I need to get the victim machine as well. So let's check the IP of the victim machine. So the IP was 192.168.95.150, and we are going to open can enable, and I'm going to sniffing, and let me remove everything just to refresh your memory and to restart. So I'm going to click here on plus sign, means that I need to scan the network, my network, to all the machines that exist, and I can specify the network from where I am, and I click on all tests and OK, and it will show all the IP on the machine, including the victim IP. So we're going to wait for a few seconds until it finishes scanning. And once it's done, we'll be going to the APR, which will allow us to establish a man-in-the-middle attack. Now, while it's scanning, I want to show you something regarding the victim machine. Now, if you open the victim machine and to go to any website, as we mentioned in the previous video, it used to go from this machine to the switch, to the router, to the website. And we can verify that using a specific command. So if we open the command prompt and type a command called trace root, and we specify www.msn.com, so it will show us the path of the traffic. So it will show you that the first IP from where he'll be going, it will be this IP, which is the router IP. So he's going from this machine to the router, and then it will continue until it reaches the. So this command will allow you to show the normal way for reaching the destination. So just put that in your mind, because we're going to do the same command once we establish the attack from the victim machine and see what will change. So now it's going the normal way from this machine to the router IP. This is the gateway or the router IP, and you can see that if you open the setting of the network, you can see that this gateway for this machine is 192.168.95.2, which is the IP of the router. So I'll close this one temporarily, and I'll go back to my hacker machine. Now, once he finished scanning, I will go to APR, because now I need to do a man-in-the-middle attack, not the full attack. And I'm going to remove all the entry from here. I'm going to add a new entry. I'm going to tell him that I need to intercept specific traffic, which is from this machine, 192.168.225, with which machine? You remember, which is a gateway. So I'm telling the computer, please intercept the traffic from the victim machine to the router, because this will be the juicy traffic. The traffic is going from this machine to the router. It could be login page, it could be username and password, it could be. So this is what I'm looking for, and I click on OK. And once and I can add more. I can add intercept with more than one machine, but just to prove the concept. And I'm gonna activate the APR so he can start sniffing the traffic. Okay. And let's get back to the victim machine, and let's see now. Now, before going to a website, let's open the command line one more time and do a ping. Do you remember we did that before, just to test if it's going through our machine or not? So ping to any website -t, this is continuously ping, so he keeps sending packet to a specific website, but he don't know that the packet is going from our machine. It's going through our machine to the website, and we can check here that we keep getting packet increasing. That means the traffic is going from this machine to our machine to the switch to the router to the internet, and is going from the same way. So it seems that we are intercepting the traffic right now. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to stop this ping, and I'm going to also try the command one more time, which is trace route, just to verify, or just to confirm, or actually just to show you that the traffic is going through myself. And I'm going to type www.yahoo.com, and you're going to notice, trace rt www.yahoo.com, trace rt www.msn.com. Okay, now notice that it will go from our machine, okay, to the hacker machine, and this is our IP. Okay, let's see. So if we go to the hacker machine just to check the IP and to verify that the traffic is going through ourselves right now, you're going to see yes, 137. So it seems that the traffic has been redirected to our machine. Now, if the victim go to a website right now and use some credential, I should be able to see those credentials because it will be going through myself. Let's try that. So if you go to www.readnotify.com, and this is a website that we spoke about during the reconnaissance phase, and it may request authentication to log into your account. So let's put any username and password. So I'm going to put test.com, and I'm going to put the password test12345. Now I don't have an account with those credentials, but the traffic will be going from here to the hacker machine, to the switch, to the router, to the website, and it will come back telling me that we don't have a valid account with those credentials. But what happens is that the username and password has been captured. So if it was a valid account, we should be able to see the username and password. So let's see. Let's go to the password, and we're going to check the HTTP password because it's an HTTP service. So let's go at the end of this HTTP, and we're going to see that he was able to capture the website, the username, and the password. Okay. So that means that the traffic is intercepted, and for this specific user, and whatever he's writing, I can intercept, and I can see what he's doing. So this is a small program that can intercept only credential, but some of the program, which you're going to see in a previous on another video, will allow you to change that, so you can redirect people to other website, or you can change the content. So someone is sending an email, you can even modify this email. So sniffing is, or man-in-the-middle attack, it's a very, very serious attack. Now notice here that he was able to do that only because the website is HTTP. But if you go to a website like Google, Gmail, or Facebook, or those are HTTPS. HTTPS means that the traffic is encrypted. So I'm going to still be able to intercept the traffic, except I will not be able to understand what is the content of this traffic. So that's why for HTTPS website, we have a different attack that we're going to use later on to be able to get the username and password. So this is how to establish man-in-the-middle attack. It's quite easy. I don't know why the website is not working. And this is how to get or capture the credential. I just have one point remaining, which is now usually inside any network, wired or wireless, what kind of traffic do we have? Do we have only data traffic, username and password and information and email? We used to have that, but right now we also have voice traffic. So a lot of organizations are using voice over IP, which is using the network for sending and receiving voice. So I don't know if you saw those voice over IP phone on organizations like bank and governments. They are using that. It's very effective, very cost effective. Now same concept applies. This program will also, beside capturing the credential, he will also capture the voice. So anyone who's doing a conversation or who's chatting over Skype, or his conversation will be captured, because after all it will be a network inside, traffic inside the network, and you can see all the conversations that has been done through inside my network, and I right click on anyone and I can click on play. So it's a very risky vulnerability inside any network. Any network has this kind of threat, and it's very hard to prevent. And later on, by the end of this module, we're going to explain some countermeasures that we can apply, but we will not be able to stop that attack. We still are facing some threats. Thank you.